So as Candace Owens gets closer and closer to the truth with the assassination of Charlie Kirk and global government corruption, I just watched her recent episode called Et tu, Brutus, which is about Julius Caesar and the betrayal he received at the hands of what he thought was his ally, Brutus. And in this episode, she's discussing Valhalla and that line Cash Patel said, which was, "We've got the watch, and I'll see you in Valhalla," at the Charlie Kirk assassination press conference shortly after he passed away, where he mentioned the 33 hours of investigative work where that led to the arrest of Tyler Robinson, and how one of those Egyptian planes had a layover in a North Dakota air base that is called Valhalla. And in North Dakota or South Dakota, something air base, and there's an ROTC group that was running a training operation called Operation Valhalla at the time of this layover with the Egyptian plane. So I wrote to Candace because I realized now this Valhalla Connection has even deeper ties when I was doing my research. So I wrote to Candace and I said, Valhalla, Captain Carl Kenneth Fransby, Sigard Lodge, and Valhalla Connection, very important. I wrote, Dear Candace, I've been doing day and night research and making connections into this case and ready to share something I've discovered a few weeks prior. And after your A2 Brute show, I knew it was time to share this with you because you mentioned Valhalla. Valhalla means Hall of the Slain in Norse mythology. It is also a part of the Swedish Rite in Freemasonry. Erica Kirk's grandfather is Captain Carl Kenneth Fransby and was a leader of the Swedish Rite Masonic Lodge titled the Sigard Lodge in Kenosha, Wisconsin. I will include part of his biography here from his obituary to show you the connection to the ROTC, the Freemasons, the Swedish Rite, and photographs in the attachments. This is in his obituary. Captain in the Army Corps of Engineers during the Pacific Theater, was awarded the Silver and Bronze Star in World War II, served in the Korean War, and was knighted by Karl the Karl the 16th Gustav, King of Sweden, for furthering Swedish and American relations. Held the position of Grand Chief of the Independent Order of the Vikings from 77 to 79, and the Vice President of Manufacturing for the American Banknote Company, and attended Tilden Technical High School class of 40, where he was part of the National Honor Society, Honor Club, Captain of the ROTC, Color Guard, Military Police, Bowling Club Awards from 36 and 40. As you scroll down the legacy page for Erica's grandfather, something caught my attention that I am now sharing with you because of the direction of your most recent episode to illuminate this connection that is undeniable. The current leader of the Masonic Lodge that was once led by Erica's grandfather, Captain Carl Kenneth Fransby, Erica's grandfather, so this person named Rodney Ottum, Ottum, wrote a comment under the obituary, and it states this. It was written on November 5th, 2016, so one day after the presidential election, I believe. I believe Ken installed me as chief of Sigard Lodge 30 in Kenosha in 1978. And here, 38 years later, I'm still the chief. He must have did a good job. I do remember him being a very kind and humble man. God bless you, Ken, and now you're in Valhalla with the rest of the Vikings. End statement. The second I read Valhalla, my blood ran cold because I immediately was reminded of Cash Patel's statement, which you also referenced in your latest episode dated November 21st, 2025. I also noticed a comment from a woman named Carla Solomon, and it reads, Mr. Fransby was awarded the Northern Star. It is the highest honor a civilian can get from Free Sweden. See the photograph in the sharing story section. I will include both comments and a hyperlink to this page of his legacy website. I will also include everything I'm stating in the photos as attachments to this email, Candace. In one of the photos, it includes the Swedish Rite Masonic symbol of the cross and crown on her grandfather's veteran legacy page, and will also include the hyperlink for the website as well. Something too coincidental isn't by accident, in my opinion. And her family's powerful and long-standing political and statecraft defense and intelligence connections are... Sorry about that. I felt in my soul and my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ telling my soul it's time for me to share this with you, Candace. With much love and respect, as a longtime fan and entertained listener, we the American people are with you. And then I signed my name and I included the links and the pictures. So I passed off that information to her tips@candaceowens.com, and I also included in the comments on her YouTube page. So I hope she gets it because this Valhalla Connection and the ROTC runs deeper than I think she realizes. Keeping you posted and keeping on with the research. Don't worry, I'm not giving up either.
If you could send one message to Americans 50 years in the future, what would it be?
Don't send your sons to finish what politicians start.